Before we include any words, let's just be with the breath and the body. From the witness to how you feel at this point in your day, without judgment, witnessing and welcoming. Starting to notice the parts of your body that move as you inhale, and the parts that move as you exhale. Breath cycle bringing you into deeper presence. Into the present. And so these words are by a poet called Becky Hensley. We often say, I'm going to treat myself. And we often mean by eating cake with extra icing, by booking a weekend away, by buying a new pair of shoes. We talk about indulgence as if it's the only language our tired hearts understand. We throw glitter at the ache, sugar at the silence. But rarely do we say, I'm going to treat myself kindly, with soft mornings and no guilt, with patience when I forget, and grace when I fall short. We forget that gentleness is a gift too, that rest is not earned like a badge, but granted, not in exchange for doing, but simply for being. Maybe the real treat is not the cake, but the way we speak to ourselves after a long day. Maybe it's not the getaway, but the way we stand our ground and keep our faith when things get hard. Maybe kindness is the sweetest thing we keep forgetting to serve ourselves, keep forgetting to treat ourselves to. So yes, treat yourself to the cake and the holiday and the shoes, but make sure they're not a substitute for treating yourself with love. Cherish these quiet moments together before we begin to move. Just to notice what we'd like to dedicate this practice to. You're ready, my dear friend. Take some deeper inhales. Fill up your lungs and then let it out slowly as you can. Lengthen each exhale a little more than the last. When you feel guided to, let your body move in any way that feels just right now. So sigh out a couple more exhales. Maybe take a big stretch or give yourself a hug. Hmm. And we're all lying down, so let's take things up from one or two of us. Let's take things nice and slowly. Roll onto one side. And then gradually feel your way into a nice, comfy child's pose. You have your knees wide or together. You might feel like stretching your arms down the mat, or maybe resting on your forearms. Just slowly feel your way in. Invite as much ease into this shape as you can. It needn't look the same as anybody else's. And allow the breath to ever so subtly move your body. Notice what happens as you inhale and as you exhale. All these small, subtle movements, bringing awareness and presence to them. Time to slow down and to notice what is calling for you to nurture it this evening. And in your own time, join me on your hands and knees. And just bring your knees a little wider than your hips if you haven't done already. Settling your wrists underneath your shoulders. Spreading your fingers wide and looking softly down between your hands. Let's take some cat-cows here. Ease your way in as you inhale, lift your tailbone, drop your belly, open your beautiful heart, and then exhale, round your spine up to the sky. You can inhale and exhale through the nose, or let's have a slow sigh through the mouth. Allow yourself to slow down enough to notice what your body's telling you. And one or two more. Let's come back to a long spine. And once we're there, float your right arm up to the sky. Send your awareness and the breath into the right side of your chest. Feel your right shoulder opening. Then bring your right hand to your lower back, your sacrum, the very base of your spine. And let's just make sure we're keeping lots of space through the back of the neck. So if you feel you're cranking it at all, just gently lower the chin. Soft, soft, soft. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, release this right hand and thread the right arm underneath the left. And once you get there, notice whether you want to keep your left elbow pointing to the sky or whether you want to lengthen your left arm down the mat. Or as one other option, maybe bring the left hand to the sacrum now. Ah, beautiful. Another couple of breaths. Just allowing your right shoulder to melt down into the earth. We'll bring our left hand back to the mat. Use it to help us press back up onto all fours, where we'll take 2 or 3 more cat-cows, just keeping a soft, slow flow through the spine. Then let's take that to the other side. So long spine, send your left arm up to the sky. Take a couple of breaths to send your awareness to the left side chest, and then bring your left hand to your sacrum. And by doing this, we're welcoming a sense of grounding into the start of our practice. We connect with the root chakra. You might need to lower the chin a little just to feel space in the back of the neck again. Take another deep, slow breath in. And as you exhale, my loves, thread that left arm under the right. Take your time to listen. Maybe lengthen your right arm down the mat. Maybe bring your right hand to the sacrum. This thread the needle pose is just helping and encouraging us to release tension from the shoulders at the end of the day. So let's breathe that intention into the body. Another deep breath in. Slowly guide your right hand back to the mat. Pressing back up. And hands under the shoulders. Let's bring the knees under the shoulders, not the shoulders, under the hips, okay? And then begin as you inhale to lift your right knee. Circle the right ankle a couple of times, and then slowly guide your knee up through the center line towards the nose, rounding the spine. Inhale, slowly lift. You can lift the head as well if you like. Tiger curl. Exhale, knee to nose. Couple more times, just nice, slow and steady. I'm going to try something a little different here. So the next time you lift your right knee, we're going to bring it down and cross it behind the back of the left knee. And walk the hands a little, was that a bit unexpected? Walk your hands a little further away from you and welcome a softening into the elbows. Bow as low as you feel comfortable. And you can keep the right foot lifted or rest it down on the floor as you prefer. A gentle stretch here through the outside of your left hip. You might be able to feel that just subtly. We'll rise back up with the breath, slow and steady. Uncross the legs. Take 2 or 3 more cat-cows. And as you come back to a long spine, this time left leg lifts. Keep that knee bent, circle the ankle one way and the other. And then knee to nose as slowly as you like, rounding the spine. Inhale to lift, maybe the head too. Exhale, round. Inhale, feel the spaciousness through the front body. Exhale, space through the back. Once or twice more. And next time, let's see how this feels on this side. So crossing that left knee over the back of the right knee. Settling that foot on the floor or keeping it lifted. And then bowing down towards the earth. Take another slow, soft breath here. As you rise back up, let's uncross the legs. Check that your hands are still walked a little further down the mat away from you, shoulder width apart. Let's curl the toes under. Inhale here. And exhale as you slowly lift the hips up towards the sky. Notice with some self-compassion how the backs of your legs are feeling tonight. Maybe they're a little tight, that's okay. Maybe lift and lower your heels a few times. Beautiful. Now let's lift the heels as high as you can. Drop the knees back down to the mat. We're going to lift that right knee again. This time take it out towards the long edge of your mat and step the right foot through between the hands. Take time to settle in, front knee over front ankle, and then sweep your arms up to the sky. Once you're there, relax your shoulders, let them soften. Lift the eyes. Guide your palms to meet overhead and then bring them down to your heart. Inhale, let's lengthen up. Exhale, bow the arms down and heel toe this front foot to the outside edge of your mat now. You might like to turn the toes off the mat, keeping the heel turned in. And choice is yours here, so we can take a few breaths in the stillness of lizard pose, or if you want to bring a gentle twist in, take your right hand to the inside of your right thigh, and then gently spiral your heart open to the sky. You can press on that inner right thigh and maybe turn onto the little toe edge of your right foot to deepen that hip opening. No. Let's exhale, soften back down. Both hands to the mat. Curl the back toes under now. And as we inhale, we're going to lift the back knee and straighten both legs as much as you are comfortable with. Okay, they don't both have to be straight, but just lengthen them as much as you can, and then exhale, bring the back knee back down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, drop the back knee down. So twice more. Next time you lift up, we're going to slide that right foot all the way back. Downward dog again. Pedal it out. Breathe slow, deep breaths. Now let's lift both heels again. We'll explore the other side. Drop your knees back down to the mat. Inhale, let's lift the left knee. Take it out to the side so you can step that left foot up. Ready for your low lunge. Front knee over front ankle. And when you're ready, sweep your arms skyward. Soften those shoulders. Lift your eyes. Guide your palms together. And then down to your heart. Inhale to stretch up again. Exhale to bow down. Heel toe that front foot to the outside edge of your mat. Toes out, heel in. Into your lizard pose. And then maybe choosing to bring this left hand to the inside of your left thigh. Gentle twist. Pressing into the inner left thigh. Maybe turn onto the little toe edge of that left foot. Well done. Take one more deep breath. Let your left hand come back to the mat. Curl your back toes under. Let's see how this side feels as we inhale. Lengthen and lift. Exhale, drop down. Nice and slow. Welcoming spaciousness into the hips. Once or twice more. And as you lift the back knee this time, let's slide the left foot back. And crawl down the dog. Start that slow, steady walk up towards your hands. Baby steps. Forward fold. Let your arms hang down. Let your head and neck be heavy. Bend your knees as deeply as you like. Give yourself time to let out a couple of good exhales at the end of the day. And let's start to roll up vertebra by vertebra. Take your good time. Once you get there, enjoy rolling the shoulders a few times. Notice what feels good about that. Maybe you want to make it a little bigger. And then come to your mountain pose when you're good and ready. Palms shining open. Feet firmly grounded. Long spine, shoulders soft, face soft. Enjoy taking just a few slow breaths and the simplicity of this moment. Check in with your feet. Heel, toe them together. We're going to come into tree pose from having the feet zipped up tight. Anchor into your left foot to begin with. Bend your right knee. Open it out to the side. You might like to bring your hands together at the heart. And then let that right foot slide up the inside of your left leg. Rest your toes on the mat. Rest the foot under the knee. Picture it just above the knee. Just listen. No pressure. As an option, you might like to interlace your fingers, open the palms, send them down towards the earth, out in front of you and up to the sky. Feel your roots anchoring you as your branches stretch tall. And take a deep breath in. Don't worry a jot if you wobble. Now soften slightly into that left knee. We're going to step the right foot all the way back, making our way to warrior one. So feel for the mat, back toes turned out slightly, front toes pointing forwards. Sweep your arms up to the sky and let's cactus them. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to warrior two with a couple of options here. So first of all, let's just anchor into both feet equally. And then you might like to lift your front heel. You might like to bend that front knee a little bit deeper. Okay, now it doesn't matter whether we've lifted that heel or not. Guide it down to the mat and then lift the toes up as you lengthen this front leg. Bring the palms together. And we're going to slowly scoot down towards the left foot, bending the knee as we go. Down, out, and up to a 5-pointed star towards the stairs. Beautiful. Shine out. Couple of deep, slow breaths. When you're ready, guide the hands together overhead. Bring them down to your heart. Inhale, lengthen them up. Turn those right toes towards the back edge of your mat and find your way to warrior two again. So your right knee is bent. You've got the option to lift your right heel if you like for a couple of breaths. Soften your shoulders. Right heel comes down. We're going to lift the toes of the right foot, lengthen the leg. Bring the hands together at the heart and scoop down towards the right foot. Bending into that knee, scooping all the way up, overhead again. Side pointed star. Deep breath in. Side out. Bring the palms together. Guide them to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Warrior two towards me again now. Slowly anchor in. Sit, look beyond your left fingertips. Then let's flip that front palm. Send it forwards, up and back. Reverse warrior and slowly spiral down to the mat. Frame your front foot, pivot through the back foot, and take it to downward dog. Hips lifting high, head out. Okay, this time you might like to take that slow walk, or you may prefer to hop your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. No rush. Inhale, find your way to flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Couple more, really slow and soft. Slow down. As you exhale, bend your knees deeply. Sweep your arms back and let's rise up together. Palms meet, guide them down to your heart. Bring your feet together. And let's bend into the left knee now. Okay, open it out to the side. And then find your tree on this side. Keeping a micro bend in your right knee. Helping you to build balance and strength. And if you want to, interlace your fingers, open the palms, send them down to the earth, up to the sky. Strong roots, tall branches. It's all good. Take a breath. Okay, one more deep breath in, and as we exhale, let's slide that left foot down, step it back, feel for the mat, get ready for warrior one. Sweep your arms up to the sky, relax your shoulders, lift your eyes. Deep breath in and exhale to warrior two. This time let's flow smoothly, flip the front palm, send it forwards, up and back. And spiral down to the mat. Pivot through your back foot and this time step your feet together back into forward fold. Your choice here, whether you bring your hands to opposite elbows, find a soft sway, or wrap the arms around the backs of the legs for a bind. Take a couple more breaths. Let your arms release down. Bend your knees generously. So you can plant your palms. Step one foot back and then the other. Passing through a plank. Knees up or down. Let's tuck the elbows in and lower down. And once you're there, take your feet as wide as you like. Make space through your lower back. Let's tuck the elbows in, hands under the shoulders, and inhale to baby cobra. Exhale, soften down. 2 more times. And then up to a full cobra. Reaching the heart space, forwards and up. And easing into the hips here. If it feels good, let your head and your neck move. And check that your feet are nice and wide, my friends. As wide as your mat if you like. Tuck the toes under. Let's exhale to a really generous downward dog. And then start to walk our hands back. So we're coming into a forward fold initially, with the feet as wide as your mat, but turn the toes out, heels in. And I really encourage you, if yogic squat malasana is a bit, makes you a bit nervous for whatever reason, you can use your bolster and just sit yourself down on that instead, okay? So we're either dropping down into our yogic squat or popping your bolster in between your legs and letting your sitting bones come onto that instead. I'm going to take it nice and easy here. Bring your palms together. And then let your right hand release down and bring your left hand just to the inside of your left thigh. Just a gentle twist. In. Slow breath out, back to center, and then take that to the other side. Exhale back to center, now a little deeper. So breathe your left arm up to the sky. Open twist. Good, exhale down. Over to the other side. And exhale down, and you might like just to round that little hip opening sequence off by walking. Sit as far as you can in front of you. Breathe into the back body. And steadily walk your hands back. Plant them firmly on your mat. Use them to press down as you lift your tailbone up. Heel toe your feet to a comfortable distance apart. And find a soft sway or a gentle shake out through your shoulders, through your wrists. Ooh, maybe give your head a little nod, a little shake. Okay, let those knees bend deeply again. Plant your palms. Step one foot back and then the other. Passing through your plank, but this time just bring your knees down, back to tabletop, and let your hips find the movement that feels good. Freestyle, free flow movement. Beautiful. Now coming back to that little movement we did at the start, we'll lift our right knee. If it feels good, open the heart, lift the head as well. And this time, let's guide the right knee up towards the back of your right wrist. Let it land there. Keep your right foot pointed. So Ruth, just move your knee over to your right wrist, other wrist, right wrist. That's it. There you go. And then we're going okay, and then slide your left leg back. So take it easy as you come into pigeon. This again will look different for all of us. But notice what you're feeling in your right buttock, basically your right glute. You want to feel a stretch there. So if you're not feeling it yet, you might try bringing this right foot out a little further in front of you. And try not to slide onto the right hip. So we're keeping the hips in alignment. And once you've found your, I was going to say happy place, but let's just, hopefully your comfortable edge. Let's slowly exhale down. And you can support yourself on your forearms or stack the fists. And find some quiet space for you. Say words like yes or no, understand me. I'm not calling you to you. I'm just speaking to myself, pretending that I don't know. Oh, you just don't know. When you wake up in the morning, maybe look inside your mirror, you know I won't be next to you. You know I won't be there. But I'd be curious to know if you could see yourself as clear as someone who has had you on his mind. Somehow, slowly and just mindfully as you came down. Spine lengthen. Curl your back toes under so you can lift that back knee and slide the right knee out. Back to tabletop with a little swing, sway circle. And when you feel ready, lift your left knee. Little tiger curl. And then guide your left knee up to the back of your left wrist. Slide your right leg away, that's it. So you might have this left foot pointed, lower leg tucked under you, or you might feel that you want to bring that lower leg out a little further in front to feel a good stretch in the left glute. And when you feel it, take a deep breath in and exhale down softly and slowly. Just as I could see to some children. A deep breath into your hips. Slow sigh it out. Come back up, nice and slowly. Let's curl the back toes under so we can lift the back knee. Slide that knee out. Let your hips move freely one more time. Sternum round, sway them left and right. And then walk your hands back, come onto your sitting bones. And find Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open as wide as it feels comfortable to. You can always soften this by sliding your feet further away. Intensify it by guiding the heels closer in. And let's breathe together. There's no hurry.
Give us the creed to believe, bless. Give us trust.
Let your eyes soften if that feels good, or close them for a few moments.
Silky colored house held wisdom in the day.
With each exhale, be gently offer the knees a little lower towards the earth.
We used to believe in the good old days. We still receive in little ways the things that
And if you feel guided to, if it's good in your body, allow yourself to bow forwards and as low as you want to. Taking that bow, steadily rise back up. Use the hands to help guide the knees back together. And we're going to keep the knees bent, but just walk the feet a little further out in front of us, about the hips width apart. Settle the hands just behind you. Fingertips can be pointed any way that feels good. And then lift your right leg to make a figure of four seated here, okay? So again, you can intensify this by sliding the left foot closer in or soften it by sliding it further away. So find your happy spot and then press your right knee away from you. Maybe find a rhythmic press and release. We'll take some seated twists here with our legs in this figure of four. So send them down to the left and then down to the right. Notice how it feels like a nice massage for your glutes. Go really nice and slowly. Come back to center. You can either pause there, or if you want a little more, lift those hips up to the sky just for a breath or two, pressing the right knee down towards the earth. And then exhale down. Bring it all the way down. Go with it. Bring the right foot down to the mat. Give yourself a hug. Thread the arms under or over. Taking a deep breath. And sigh back, resting the hands just behind you again. Feel your heart space open. And then lift your left leg. Let's find that figure of four. Notice how intense you want to make it. Press and release into that left knee. And when you're ready, start to explore those twists. So slow right down for the next couple. Roll through. Come back to center, and if you want, you can lift your hips up to the sky, pressing the left knee down towards the earth. And coming down in your own time, bringing that left foot back down. And we'll lie down on our backs now. Once you're there, bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees open, and cactus the arms on the floor, palms facing the sky. Let's just be here now. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Feel the rise and fall of your tummy. Slowly start to guide your knees back together. Once they're there, hug them into your chest. And enjoy finding a little rock, a little circle round. Massage out your lower back. You might like to draw circles with your knees, taking them out and away from each other. And then back around towards each other.
Large oxen or beast queens, garden hogs, and point Every saint should order.
And invite you to lengthen your legs up towards the sky now. Maybe with a little circle of your ankles and a softness in your knees, letting your legs just float in the air. Letting your worries and troubles just drain away. Allow your back body to be heavy, sink into the mat.
We welcome you to our session.
Slowly start to deepen the bend through your knees. Guide your feet back down to the mat. And then let any final movement, stretches and shapes make their way through.
Words resemble walkings.
Until you feel ready to guide yourself into Shavasana in your own good time. Yourself to that magic place of relaxation, integration, softness. If you like smile, turn a palm to face the sky and I shall bring it to you. Allow yourself time and space to breathe. Yourself beyond. From Paulo Coelho. The warrior of light needs time to himself. And he uses that time for rest, contemplation, and contact with the soul of the world. Even in the midst of a battle, he manages to meditate. Occasionally, the warrior sits down, relaxes, and lets everything that is happening around him continue to happen. He looks at the world as a spectator. He does not try to add to it or take away from it. He merely surrenders unresistingly to the movement of life. Little by little, everything that seemed complicated begins to become simple. And the warrior is glad. You're ready. Take some deep breath. With how that breath is moving through your body. And explore any other movements that feel good to you now. Gradually guiding yourself back. You rest on your favourite side for a little while. Right together again, back to a comfortable. Together. Feel that connection and then drop them back and forward. Sensing the heat, the energy, and the light force magic that is you and me and everything. Take that to your eyes. To your beautiful heart. To anywhere else you feel guided to bring deep love and healing. Breath in together. Sigh out. Release your hands when you're ready. And I thank you for our togetherness in this space, for the path we are walking side by side, and the light we bring to one another's lives. The light in me bows to and honors the light within you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.